Hello dear students, welcome back in new video tutorial in which we'll discuss about angle subtended by an arc of a circle. So dear students, I hope you are aware of the definition of arc. Yes, what do you mean by arc? An arc is a portion of circumference of a circle, right? So we'll discuss about angle subtended by arc at the center. For this, let's take a circle with center F. Now draw an arc. Yes, what do you mean by arc? An arc is a portion of the circumference of the circle. See, I am taking which portion? GH. I am taking a portion, say I am taking another point I. So this is minor arc GIH depending on the length of the circumference of the circle. If I am taking smaller length, then it will be minor arc. If I will be taking greater length, say if I talk about GJH, so then this arc will be known as major arc. Now we will talk about angle subtended by an arc of a circle. So dear students, when you draw lines from the center to the circle to the end points of an arc. Let's, if I join FG, what are the end points, dear students? End points of the arc are G and H. If I join F and G, F and H, then an angle is formed. Angle name is GFH, right? So this is angle subtended by an arc at the center, right? So when you draw, I am repeating once again, when you draw lines from the center of the circle to the end points of an arc, center is F and we are joining end points of arc FG and FH. Dear students, what are FG and FH? In actual, these are the radii of the circle. So in other words, you can see when you join the radii of the circle with the arc, with the end points of the arc, you get an angle. Here angle is GFH. This angle is angle formed at the center, which is angle subtended by arc at the center. Dear students, now we'll talk about angle subtended by arc at the remaining point of the circle. Now what is the remaining point? What are the remaining points? Say, except this arc GH. If I take any other point on the boundary of a circle, say I. Say I, when I join GI and when I join GH, when I join GH, now this is angle subtended by the arc at the remaining part of the circle. So I hope the angle subtended by an arc at the center and at the remaining part of the circle is clear to everyone. Yes. Now we will discuss about the properties related to the angle subtended by an arc of a circle. Now dear students, we'll discuss about the property which is the angle subtended by the arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it in any point the remaining part of the circle. So let's visualize it. For this, let's draw a circle. Yes, with center A. Now we'll discuss the property. Which property? The angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it at any point on the remaining part of the circle. So for this, we are having an arc BC. Now join the angle, form all the angles. See what I have done? I have subtended the angle at the center and at the remaining parts of the circle. Now what I have observed, the visualization is clear to everyone. You are able to visualize that the angle subtended by an arc at the center, that is, which is angle BAC, it is of measure 88.88 degree, and if this arc is subtending the angle at any remaining part of the circle, say angle BDC, BEC, these are the angles which an arc BC subtending at the remaining part of the circle. So it's clear that these angles which are formed by the arc at the remaining part of the circle, it is clearly half the measure of angle subtended by the same arc at the center. 88.88 degree, its half is 44.44 degree. So what we are able to visualize, the angle subtended by an arc at the center is the double the angle subtended by it at any point on the remaining circle. Right, now we'll discuss about the another property related to the angle formed by the arc. Dear students, the next property is angle subtended by, let's firstly draw a circle. Now we are having a circle, say with center A and radius phi. Now we are going to prove the property that angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Dear students, now we'll draw its diameter. Let's move it a little. Now we'll draw its diameter, because we need to have semicircle. For this we need to draw the diameter of the circle. So let's say CD. CD is the diameter of the circle, right? What we need to visualize, that angle formed in a semicircle is a right angle. Dear students, you know what is semicircle? It is the half portion of circle. What do you mean by semicircle? When a diameter divides the circle into two parts, the two portions which we get are known as semicircle, right? So what we are going to prove now, we are going to prove that angle formed in semicircle is of measure 90 degrees. Let's draw an angle. Let's draw an angle in any portion, in any half of the circle. Say I am taking point E in this portion of, in this half of a circle. Now I'll join this segment. So what we are going to prove, that angle in a semicircle. Let's take another point at any part of the semicircle. Then we'll measure. Now we are going to measure these angles. Angle. Now dear students, yes, you can clearly observe the measure of angle is 90 degree. Yes. So two observations are there. One is angles formed in a semicircle is a right angle. Yes. If we move these points anywhere, you observe that the measure of angle remains same. Another observation is this, that angles formed in the same segment are of equal in measure, which we have discussed in previous video lecture. So I hope it's clear to everyone. So we have discussed two properties here. So watch the video again and again. Enjoy the learning. Thank you.